I think it's crazy how there's so many different things in life, but they represent similar things, or so many things that are smaller versions of life in its entirety. And I've realized this and been able to learn and just use this as kind of a cheat code in just the way I see life. So if you ever noticed, like the video I made a few days ago, I forgot which the name of it is, make so many videos, but when you care too much about anything, it seems as though that thing starts to somehow know that you care so much about it, and then it will respond accordingly and show you that it doesn't care as much about you. And that's for the sake of the conversation. It could be different situations, nuances to whatever you're dealing with. But for the sake of the conversation, I really realized in my life, and especially this is the biggest place I realized, is with women. When you care too much about a woman, it's like something in her brain knows, and then she now knows, and now you are shown that, and she tends to show that she doesn't care. So I can apply that same logic to my life, and I kind of, I don't know where I'm going with this, but in my mind, I'm kind of seeing life as like a more feminine presence, or I just think about the earth, Mother Earth. Um, I literally, I've been reading the book called The Kabbalion, and I just got on, I think, one of the last chapters called Gender, and just talks about how the law of gender is applied within everything. There's masculine and feminine qualities to everything. But I've realized that I don't think, I literally lost count. Pretty much every woman that I've interacted with as I've grown older, and just within the past, you know what I'm saying, few years or whatever, I'm 21 now, I've noticed that whenever I tend to care too much, tend to worry or think about, oh, what is she doing? Is she texting me back? This all the, you know how it go. It seems as though the woman knows, and she shows that she doesn't care. But the minute that I decide, okay, I don't really care about this, I don't care what happens, I don't need women, I don't need any of this, it's like the woman instantly knows, and now she wants me, and she is compensating for the energy that I let go. And it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. But I've just seen it so many times in my life that I know whenever I care too much about women, they tend to not care about me. But the moment I fully decide within myself, I don't want anything to do with women right now, I'm focused on my goals, I'm focused on what I need to, then it's like women be falling out of thin air. And I say all this to say that's the microcosm of life. You can apply the same logic to life, because that's what it is. I think a lot of people like to say God is man, and this is kind of all left field, but I just want to talk about this to bring it back. But I think the universe has a more feminine presence, just in my opinion, because it seems as though it's like a womb. But that's a whole other conversation for another day. That's just some thoughts floating around my mind right now. But nonetheless, the idea that whenever you care too much, it seems as though whatever you care about doesn't. So I apply this to anything in life, and I see it manifest within life too. You ever want something so much that it ends up running from you? And this is what I've learned. One of the biggest lessons I've learned this year is wanting does not get you what you want. That could be a whole nother video. But wanting does not get you what you want. When you are whatever it is, then you get that. So just think about your life and all the things being reciprocated and shown back to you throughout the circumstances and events of your life. Life shows you who you are, not what you want to be. So a lot of times we expect life to show us what we think we should be and where we think we should be at, but we're not doing nothing to become that person that can handle that. And that's the big thing, becoming the person that can be whatever it is you're trying to be. It's being the identity, because we all want, but why do many of us not get what we want? Because we're not being what we want. And once you be what you want, the paradox of it is you no longer want it, but the universe, as I said, gives you what you are. So how can I apply that to women and to life? Okay, we start off first with women. So I've seen both sides of this and experienced both sides of this in terms of, yeah, um, when I care too much, they don't care, and when I let go, they care. So honestly, I think I like myself more. I mean, I love myself at all times, but just noticing my different interactions and just the way I feel within myself. I like when I don't have a woman that I'm pursuing. I like when I just don't care. And that's just been the best mind state for me. And with that, it's attracted so many more women to me when I just don't care in anything in life. When you let go of the need to have it, then you have it because you're not depending on it. Anything you depend on is essentially running from you. And that's uncommon knowledge, but it's the truth, and it's something that I've experienced, I've read about, I've seen it in within other people, and it'll continue to happen, and I'll continue to experience it on a daily basis. But yeah, when you care too much, whatever it is doesn't care about you. So how can you apply that to things you want in life? So just think about money, for example. Everybody probably wants more money. Everybody wants to feel more secure, feel like they don't have to worry, or feel like free. Just all the things that money you think will bring you. And it's not the money itself. It's not the physical cash, as I mentioned in my Escape the Rat Race video. And cash doesn't mean a thing, but it's the feelings those things give you. So instead of depending on women for me to feel like I'm the man, or maybe feel loved, appreciated, cared about, or whatever things I'm seeking from that woman, I can start to bring those things now. And when you talk about like feeling things now, I feel like a lot of people tell you that, but nobody really tells you how. And it's as simple as just when you think about something, like you might be watching this video and you be thinking about what you gotta do later on, or what happened 3 days ago, or whatever. It's as easy as you can think about other things and get yourself out of the present moment. Apply that to the things you actually want in life. Imagine feeling loved and appreciated, or imagine that person giving you that love and appreciation right here, right now, and feeling those feelings, feeling appreciated and loved. And also another thing I learned is feeling those things in appreciation, love, care, whatever you're after, from a past event, and just simulating that experience and feeling it to where you do it so often that you don't differentiate it and you don't feel the opposite. You now know that whatever you're imagining in your mind is your reality, and reality is just waiting to catch up with that. So stop depending on things, because it's not even the things, as I said in many videos, it's the feelings they give you. So how you feel is the big determinator, and new word, I don't know, it's the new determination, you know what I'm trying to say, in the equation of you growing and you connecting with the things you want by not wanting them. And that's the nature of life. And the cool thing about it, whenever you care too much, whatever it is doesn't care about you. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. In this slight case, different case, I care about you. You made it this far, you care too. I love y'all. Y'all tap in with my new song, On the Road. We blowing up, we going up. And the project coming in a few days, man. The wait is over. Good Girls Gone Bad. Tap in with my other music in the meantime to anticipate that, because it's way more worth the anticipation. At the best point in my growth in my music, in my mixing, and my knowledge, and just my creative process, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited.